Good morning. The Orlando Gardener coming at you. Zena, what are you barking about? I hope everybody's happy today and has a very good moment in their life. I want to encourage you to find peace in the garden, all my garden family and friends. Um, a lot of us started gardening because we needed something. I know that's why I started gardening. I started gardening because I hit a very, very rough spot in my life, and I needed something and I needed to do something. Both. I needed something and I needed to do something. And gardening is a fantastic way to grow your mind and to grow your life. Your thoughts will grow when dealing with gardens. But speaking of gardens, and let me say this, I hope that you really sincerely find peace in your gardens, because over time you find out that people can be very, very disappointing, and they can really do a lot of damage to the heart. What you think people are and what you hope people are is not always what they are. But you can know what's in a peach cobbler tree, panicles to come, which gives us the tree for today, peach cobbler mango. Look, if you get a peach cobbler mango, listen, you got something special. At any given year, peach cobbler can fight for number 1, 2, or 3. Any given year. You just have to get them at the right time. Which brings the thought of one of the issues with this tree. This tree tends to have a couple of issues. And one of the issues is the production. The first few years of production can be and a lot of people have talked about that. There are some mango tree varieties that are they have to mature until until they get fruit. They have to get to a certain place in their life, like people, until they really, really produce. I've been fortunate enough to have my peach cobbler, both trees, to produce pretty good early on. The one in the pot did really, really good for a couple of years. Only have done when the panicles have gotten fried via coal. But it is, the first few years, it's kind of like fruit punch. It has its issues with production. Now, once it finally does start producing, you got a winner. This is a mango that will blow people's minds, guaranteed, including your mind if you get a good one. Now, because of the lack of color change, and it's part of my background, those are the birds, the choir. The natural choir is going off this morning. These fruit don't necessarily color up. When they're brilliantly ready to eat, they will still be green. But I found a secret. There is a secret. You have to walk up to a peach cobbler mango and smell it. And if you smell that rich, syrupy, peachy flavor, pick it, put it on the counter for 1 or 2 days, maybe even 3. Might take 3 days for it to rise again. You will have something, but you want to smell it coming through the skin before you pick it. I hope that helped y'all in California, in Africa, in Hawaii, South Florida, North Florida, all over the world. Smell your peach cobbler. Now, it stated that it is a Kent seedling, and it is pollinated by Gary, which makes sense because There is a heavy citrus, uh, light coconutty flavor that's battling in your mouth when it comes to peach cobbler, which makes it not a complex mango, but it's a good mango because it's more than just one flavor fighting in your mouth. Now, have I done videos on peach cobbler before? Yeah, and I'm gonna do one every year. It's my channel. And people tend to not go back in the videos and see videos that have been done in the past. They tend to, deal with the right now, and that's okay, because I don't mind doing them again. And not just that, because I'm a real fan of YouTube mango videos. I can watch them again and again and again. Chris, if you're watching, please go back to Marla's Farm. We need another video at Marla's Farm. I can watch that video 100 times. Chicago Grove, Tropical, down there, Fruit for Trees, all these videos. I just watch them every week. But anyway, good tree. You can definitely taste the flavors. Is it a tree that you want to have in your backyard? I would give a thumbs up to that, but you're going to have patience, almost the patience of Job. Again, it's like fruit punch. Fruit punch take a few years before you actually start getting the loads of fruit that you need. Fantastic tree, vigorous. It wants to grow. Now, when it's in a pot, you can restrict it because you restrict the roots. But once it get into the ground, it starts to grow. And I have trimmed my peach cobbler tree the last couple of years. So I have mine at about 15 feet, and I'm gonna keep it there. Now it's gonna spread out a little bit, but I'm gonna keep it at about 15 feet. And so, not to extend the video any longer, this is a peach cobbler mango. On the scale of 1 to 10, it's a 10 all day. But you got to pick it right. So again, for the subscribers and the people that own this tree or might want to own it, just walk up to it and, oh yeah, you might even, it's so pronounced, you might even be walking by your tree. And when you're walking by, you get that aroma, then it's a winner. Pick it, put it on the counter for 2 or 3 days, and you got something special. This is the Orlando Gardener coming at you. Y'all have a good one.